In this video, I'm going to be talking about disasters being added to ERLC. What I mean by that is like tsunamis and hurricanes, tornadoes, that kind of thing. It's very, very interesting. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so this has been spoken about quite a lot in ERLC. I wish it was daytime in game, but it's not. It is what it is. But yes, this has been spoken about a lot in ERLC. Obviously, before weather was added to the game, this is what everyone was speaking about all of the time. And then it's probably like a year or two ago now, we got weather added to ERLC, and a lot of people stopped talking about it, but people still want disasters. Now, there's two things in the game that kind of make me question, that kind of make me think that it is that kind of make me think they are going to be coming very, very soon. And well, the first one is, of course, weather. We have weather in game. If you're in a private server, you can do the :weather command, and you can make it thundery and foggy and rainy or clear or however you want it to be. And obviously in wintertime, you can make it snow and not snow. But obviously you can't really change it in a public server. In a public server, it's just a random cycle. It will do whatever it wants. And what is this here? Oh, it's like an oil spill, I think, maybe. Pretty weird. Cool though. And of course, the second thing is we have the major server callouts now. I'm going to join into my private server and show you. Okay, so if I come over to the server settings over here, as you can see, we have major server calls. Now we can spawn in major server calls here. So we have a bridge collapse, gas station explosion, motor vehicle accident, plane crash, strong winds, tunnel collapse, oil spill, and chemical spill. Now I guess we do have strong winds. So strong winds is sort of these disasters that people are talking about, but people want more extreme things. So in fact, I'm going to spawn in these strong winds here and show you what it's like. Okay, so if I spawn in strong winds here, head over on to the fire department team. Now if I head over to this call out, you will see that what the strong winds does is it basically makes it so there's trees falling over and different bits of debris all in the road, as it says. But as you can see, it's still perfectly sunny, it's still clear, and someone's somehow joined my private server. I don't know how they've done that, but sure. But if we head over here, as you can see, this is what strong winds does. So it adds trees all around the map. It's got debris and pallets and different things all over the map. Now what you can do to make this a little bit better is if you do a weather thunderstorm. Of course, you can't do that in a public server, you can only do it in a private server. But as you can see, it starts to rain and cloud over, and there's lightning and stuff, and this changes the ambience of the game and makes it look a whole lot better. So we have, as you can see, the trees falling over here, we've got the rain, we've got all this stuff everywhere, and the lightning, the thunder, and it does make it very, very good, like it's a hurricane or a tornado. But what people want is they want a bit more to it. So they want like a tornado. I'm not sure why there's just a random mattress in the floor, but it is what it is. But they want like a very, very extreme weather event. Shout out to this guy, by the way. Like, imagine you were driving around ERLC and you are able to see like a bit of a tornado in the distance. And one that a lot of people talk about is floods. Now, floods would be very difficult to do. The reason being, ERLC is flat. As you can see, it's flat. Yes, there's a few hills going up and down, but for the most part, this industrial area is mostly flat. Up here, as you can see, now the city is just flat. It's straight flat. How would a flood work? Because if there's a flood here, then it kind of has to go the whole city because it's all completely flat, if that makes sense. I think what could be cool is maybe something to do with the lake, where maybe the lake kind of overflows a little bit, or maybe the river overflows perhaps, I'm not sure. But I don't think a flood is really possible, and of course a tsunami is stupid, because tsunami is, how would a tsunami get to a city like this? It's nowhere near the ocean, it just doesn't really make sense. But of course there are loads of other disasters as well, like a massive wildfire. That could be great. All of the trees. I know you can do that in a private server. You can set loads of things on fire and start a huge forest fire. But in a public server, imagine like a massive forest fire. And imagine even when the forest fire is going on, there's a bit more action to it. So maybe as the forest fire is going on, you can see like the cloud like getting all smoky and going like an orange. Like, you know, then that time in New York, it all went like orange because there was a massive fire in like Canada. I think that in ERLC would be really, really cool again. But again, that just adds to all of the lag, and it changes the experience in a way that some people like, some people don't like. There's so many things they could do with weather and with storm in this game, but will they do it? I'm not sure. I think maybe things like a hurricane, or maybe to add on to a hurricane or a tornado, maybe a building collapse. So we have like a bridge collapse and stuff. Maybe like this building here could like collapse and like cave in, because of a storm. Like imagine a massive hurricane knocks the building over, like a severe weather event that has huge impacts on the city would be really, really awesome. And of course, major server callouts spawn every so often in a public server as well. And of course, you can choose it in a private server. So I think maybe if they did spawn very, very, very rarely in public servers, and of course, if you can spawn them in yourself with admin commands in a private server, that would be very, very cool. Because again, it's these things that just add on to the experience and make it like so much better for people that want to experience a specific roleplay, which ERLC already does a great job of that, better than any other game on Roblox, to be honest, in my opinion. So yeah, there's a lot of places they could go with this, a lot of different things they could do with it. The weather is kind of annoying me right now, so let's change it to fog. Maybe as well in the winter we can have like a blizzard. So as you can see, it's now fogging over, and this actually does add to the experience. Again, it's really, really foggy now. This is kind of how it is in ERLC a lot of the time anyway. This is one of the more common ones because again, fog is very, very common. But imagine this, but a lot worse. And then imagine there was snow, like a massive blizzard in the winter time. Obviously it's not winter anymore, so it doesn't make sense, but maybe Christmas 2024, maybe at the end of this year, it could be cool. They could have like a massive blizzard and loads of snow, maybe a live event could be cool. They've done live events in ERLC before. They didn't do any this year for Christmas, or well, the last Christmas just gone a few months ago, but maybe in the future, maybe the next Christmas or something, they could do a live event where as the update comes out, a massive blizzard happens and the whole city gets like blown over, and like there's loads of snow out of nowhere, it goes into chaos, and then as the blizzard passes over, the map is now snowy. I feel like that could be really, really, really cool for ERLC. That'd be a great live event idea, I can't lie. Just thought of that off the top of my head as well, and it sounds very exciting. I would love if they actually did that in ERLC. Will they do that again? Probably not, but will they add severe weather? I mean, they already sort of have it, but more severe, I'm not sure. I feel like the limit they've got for ERLC at the minute is good, because at the end of the day, the aim of the game is to enhance the police roleplay, and it's a police emergency response game, fire, ambulance, that kind of thing, and then criminals, of course, civilians and DOT and roleplay jobs. But it's not really one of the features that is essential to the game. It would be cool. Yes, is it possible? Yes, it's definitely possible. Will it happen? Maybe in the future it could do, but is it going to happen in the near future? Personally, I would say no. Again, another little thing I've just thought of is maybe a heat wave in the summer, and you get a lot more NPC call outs. So as you can see on the fire team, you get like difficulty breathing and stuff up there. Maybe in the summertime there could be a massive heat wave, and there's loads and loads of overheated people with heat stroke and things, and there's so many more calls and so much demand on the fire team. That would be really, really cool. And then same in the winter, maybe a lot of hypothermia things. That would be very, very cool. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. I think it's a very, very good idea. Hopefully it'll be added very, very soon. But thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.